Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
This is generally used as a material.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
This really is fine, George.
Quite a predicament.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is. Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though it is not widely known among the common folk. Goblins, master!
And leave it to me.
Hard, be sure to avoid open flame. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. My magics are at your disposal.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
Not buying. That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Have been drenched. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
My magics are at your disposal.
Seems we have enraged ourselves.
Correct, little pilot. Makes for easy prey.
Understood. If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
I think I get the idea.
Tis the simplest strategy that our foe most abhors. Knock its feet out from under it and strike ere it recovers. Its battle will command all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Feast your eyes on this.
Think I'll die for this.
It seems we have a great Dogma.
We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold just a moment.
Our chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice is to beat a hasty retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
My word! Never have I seen such a fiend.
If nothing else, let us avoid ending up in its monstrous maw.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
Tis a boat worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Very well, if I must.
Tis the simplest strategy that our foe most abhors. Knock its feet out from under it and strike ere it recovers. This battle will command all our strength. We must. It seems we have a great Dogma.
Correct, little opponent. Makes for easy prey.
By your leave. ride them out.
Ah! They don't stand a chance against us now.
A focused assassin will hit this foe.
You're trying to piss me off.
I shan't be best. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
No. Quarrel here. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look. There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
Seems with enemies in our midst, one cannot be too careful.
Keep on them, Arisen, and I'll strike them down.
Miss, and you shame us both.
Ere I see it. We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Let me get that. A flawless execution.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Be wary. He's a foe we've not yet encountered. Then I shall remain by your side. Our chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to beat a hasty retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you. Magics are at your disposal.
Master, watch out! All together now! We attack as one!
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood. When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
Then we'd best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides.
Well then. It seems we have enraged our
Reckless opponents make breathing prey.
Understood. I miscalculated.
Hang in there. Help will surely come. We'd like to be overwhelmed. Look sharp. The fight has come to us.
It must be tricky to balance so prodigious a frame. What say we tempt our foe to stumble?
Another encounter? Ideal like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood. We would do well to seek the high ground and fight on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler. Thank you.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you.
Master, watch out! It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
By all means. As a matter of fact, curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my...
Let me get that. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
We must each of us hone our skills.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
best go else. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. I suppose that's neither here nor there. So you say, but you waited for yourself, did you not?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Where ought we to go now? I have nothing further to add. 'Twas a fine journey we shared. Wherever your travels take you, I pray you go in health.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I've nothing to share at present. My master from beyond the rift seeks the self-same item we just... Master, idle chatter shan't do our cause any good. I dare say, I've accomplished a few...
The stairs that follow our every move mark this as no ordinary village.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Hail!
I take it you're the outsider. How'd he know to expect you? Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the...
Ned, come on. Follow me. I've some...
Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
Well met, sir. How might I do?
Greetings. I must say, I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand, which is to say, you have my approval as the thief maester. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and you're the second arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely... Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule...
Can't say I've any tidings.
Don't bring trouble to my...
Oh, you've a sharp... You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, but don't worry yourself. I'm actually... Can't offer you any help, though. Still, I suppose... I could give you... I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz.
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try? What she did to us, then?
Fancy a look at my wares?
If I were to give you some advice, it'd be to try doing to someone else what I just did to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh? Fancy a look at my wares?
Got something for me?
We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
You made it after all. Guess that... Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the... Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Thank you, sir.
You're here. I've been...
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
met, sir.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? As you like, sir.
This is the head course. Nothing's free in this world.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
I was a tad incautious in my travels this time. A horde of...
Our adventure continues.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir.
How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
Tis a pleasure to meet you. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long— Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found—
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable. But in time, we become so unruly that even the— Risen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it. Am I imagining things, or has this place changed since last we saw it?
What could be the cause? This demands further investigation.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Feast your eyes on this!
It is not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly with presence of mind.
Very well. I must.
To think I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
A tad too high, methinks.
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
There, Master! Harpy!
This foe will recoil from flame.
I shall not fail you. Might I be of assistance?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover.
'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
Over here!
Seems
Come
your
on,
luck's
then.
run out.
I seem to have taken a hit. I suppose you think you can afford to be reckless, so long as I'm here to heal you. Best to keep still a moment.
You must cleanse yourself with that oil post haste.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Unbelievable.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Come on, put up a fight.
Prepare yourself!
Must finding these be so difficult?
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
It would seem our fight is not yet done.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of its lot.
Understood. We cannot break it from this side.
As planned! That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Follow that.
Our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
I'll have an early supper.
Predicament.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find. I sense eyes upon us.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Puts me in the mood for a song, does it?
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I think I've earned a rest.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to. if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task is our responsibility.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
to do?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard.
Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares? Many thanks.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Do you know how long you'll be? You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me... Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at...
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
like to make some quick call.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
Well met, sir.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Those new recruits can barely lift their swords.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
A fine place to sit and gather once as well.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what you like.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a page.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Perhaps I'll try my luck elsewhere.
I take pride in my coat, and rightly so.
I'm not sure what to do about that. This place is very dreary. Let's head to Mars.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
All this hustle and bustle keeps me waiting.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Isn't much to go on.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Deesa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
Queen Regent Deesa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what?
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
Isn't much to go on.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares, Mr.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Tis a tad.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Not live to regret this!
Well done, Master.
The twinkling stars are captivating to behold.
Indeed, you are correct.
about time we pressed on, didn't you say, Master? Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
What have I done to deserve this?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This is more than... Would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
We must. Let us finish this quickly.
I am well aware of your dignity. I see you've been drenched. Dry off your sleep.
You've made yourself an enemy.
Let us see what
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
I'm sure your next attack is no less purposeful. It seems we have it ready, Master.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
I am well aware of it. This foe is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
First and foremost, we want to knock it off balance. Your motion seems harder than lying prone.
I'd not dare attempt such a feat alone. Together, I think we can manage it.
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Strikes fast, true, and our glory shall fall. Rouse the flames before it's too late. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. Allow
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
It's not long till daybreak, Master.
Night's perils shall recede with the darkness.
Here we go again.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. Are you living in your maybe like
This journey has been a fruitful one. Shall we bring our spoils back to the city?
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. let me get that. Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Come on then.
And I might just let you live. Come on then! Try!
There are worse places to make camp.
Surely a rest will wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment. The field of battle is wont to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear. It is as you say.
Don't drag this
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Strike right where it hurts.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
I see you've been ready. Ride off as soon as you can. That battle took...
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
Hidden path. I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
We must focus on finding victory wherever our discomfort.
Very well, Mama.
I dare say we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief. 'Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
So the fun begins again, eh, Arisen?
To arms!
This is easily done.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
All done then?
Aptly said.
We have yet more locations to attend to. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. It is not far from here. We would be ill-advised to proceed without light. Could you come over here? Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you as long as it takes. Here, if you please. I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here.
A short jaunt can quickly become a journey, till before you know it, you're bruised up. Up and all out of curatives.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Wait here. I'll rush the enemy to give you an oath.
Charging in with reckless abandon is more likely to end in your injury than that.
True. And green wearish doesn't come cheap. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Shall I assist?
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
The air beneath the earth is stifling, to be sure.
Right you are.
This can't be how it ends.
I'll not stand for this.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength. before we set off again.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
It would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear at once.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
I am well aware of the victories. Well done. One of us has been drenched.
I never thought I'd say this. We've become inseparable.
It is well to have comrades one can trust.
tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger. Strategy. I suppose you think you can afford to be reckless, so long as I'm here to heal you. Hold just a moment.
It's the simplest strategy. The enemy slows. Perhaps we have tired them out.
Ha! They don't stand a chance against us now.
A focused attack won't end this foe. One of us has been down to this line.
Over here. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
Here we go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your leave, you had best rid yourself of that slime with all due haste. Achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Indeed, it was enough to make one pity our foe.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Right, just follow me.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry. If you're intent on entering a monster-infested cavern, then do so at your own peril.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Good place to start. We were to make for Harv Village, as I We certainly left in a hurry. Are you ill at ease in cramped, dark spaces, Master?
Some ventures are best given up for lost.
Good. We're here.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
We'll manage, whatever comes.
Saurians! There!
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
You had best rid yourself of that slime with all due haste.
Oh, methinks the fiend without that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
You'll not live to regret this.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result.
Oh, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist?
I'm in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on... you for being so observant. Pick up every little thing you find and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
Now we must report to Captain Grant. That's the way of things, is it not? Master, a few words? I'll bring you to the one you seek.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery.
Here, if you please. thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
Saurians!
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk.
Well done.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. They'll be back on your feet in no time at all.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
We've explored this place before, or hadn't you noticed?
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds. Solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Pray, speak up.
I expect... Captain Brandt will want to hear of this. A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way. A tad too high, methinks.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the saurians infesting our village.
Bask of Saurians has made its nest within the village, but not for long, if we have any say in the matter.
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Let us see what you're made of!
The Arisen have been drenched.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through. I'll be needing a tall mug of ale to recover from that.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
I can't even think straight. Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
I'll collect that. You need... Didn't trouble yourself. We have obtained that which Miss Flora requested. Shall we go and deliver it to her? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
must finding these be so difficult?
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood.
Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Is the deed done, good Arisen? We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack.
A fine job by our merry band. What say we visit again anon to see how the village fares in the aftermath?
Indeed, you are correct.
Not a foe in... sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
We shall be ill-prepared for battle if we rest overmuch. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Did you fall in a puddle? You're positively soaked. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Let me get that. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
Take that!
It seems we have enraged our friend.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks.
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Perhaps.
The enemy slows. Perhaps we have tied them out.
Ha! They don't stand a chance against us now.
Strike fast and true, and our glory shall fall.
You'll not live to regret this.
So, on begins again. Are you risen?
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
By your leave. Well done.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Right where I want you.
One of us has been drenched.
An exemplary performance.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.